CPU versus CPU franchise. I am in year 7. I'm going to give a very brief history of what's going on, an overview of what's going on before we just jump into this game. Um, I'm not going to talk through it. I'm going to let this run. I'm going to turn up the volume on everything and just let the game run as we get into it. The first thing I need to look at is league history. So, with this team, I did not win the Super Bowl in year 1 with Tom Brady. Got knocked out in the playoffs. 49ers went on to win. Year 2, I drafted quarterback Darren Floyd, won the Super Bowl, won Super Bowl MVP, won Rookie of the Year, both offensive and defensive with Floyd and Ronald Baker, who are still on this team, still superstar players. Year 3, we got knocked out of the playoffs pretty early, surprisingly knocked out of the playoffs. The following year, same thing happened. I think the Cowboys got us. We had a couple tough drafts. We weren't really winning any Rookie of the Year, having some trouble developing players. We come back the next year, win the Super Bowl again over the Chiefs. C.J. Gore, our halfback, wins MVP. 2027, we come back and blow a 21-point lead in the fourth quarter and lose the Super Bowl to the Chiefs. Ronald Baker wins Defensive Player of the Year. And last season, 2028, we stormed through the league. Won the Super Bowl 43-3. Defensive tackle Philip Fort won Super Bowl MVP. Darren Floyd, our quarterback, won his first MVP. Ronald Baker repeated as Defensive Player of the Year. And that brings us to present day, year 7. We went 14-3. We did not earn a bye in the first round of the playoffs, but we clobbered the Falcons. And that is going to push us into the divisional round of the playoffs. We've got to upgrade Ronald Baker. We're going to upgrade his run stopping a little bit. We want play rec and stuff like that to get a boost. And he gets a +1 speed. Very nice. He's up to 88 speed for a defensive end. Lane Bannister, X Factor tight end that I drafted. This guy is a monster. He's just getting better and better. Up to an 87 speed. Cam Easley, rookie strong safety. We need to upgrade his zone a little bit. He's actually very good at man coverage. Pretty good tackler as well. We just need to work on that zone. And backup center Dexter Lambert. We're just going to work on agile. Just trying to get him to the highest overall. Hopefully he'll get a contract when he hits free agency from somewhere. All right, let's go ahead and advance to the divisional round. See who we're playing. It is going to be the LA Rams. We got a home game. Nice. Let's take a look at the playoff bracket. The 1 seed Cowboys are taking on the Panthers, and we, as the 2 seed, are hosting the LA Rams. Pittsburgh is the 1 seed in the AFC again. That's who we clobbered in the Super Bowl last year. All right, we got Manny Newhouse, rookie corner. We're going to continue to work on man-to-man by actually hitting slot. And he gets a +1 speed. He's up to a 97 speed. J.D. Robinson, we're going to work on power rushing. Still hidden dev. We still don't know what that hidden dev is. Marco Baggs, rookie wide receiver. Ooh, I would love to work on that medium route running. His deep route running is pretty good, so we're going to work him in the slot. And he gets +1 medium route running, so we were able to hit it a little bit. Brandon Sanborn. Let's see. He needs zone and tackling, so we're going to hit run support. And we get +1 zone, +2 tackle. Very nice. Okay, let me give you a very quick overview of the roster. I'll go more into depth with this when I get to the off season. I'll do another stream. I don't have the time to be able to stream every game I do anymore. I'm going to kind of jump in and out on this series, and I'm going to do the same when I get MLB The Show in a few weeks. Darren Floyd is our quarterback, 99 overall, 28 years old. 27, CJ Gore is a 95 overall. Dakota Hackett, we signed to be a third down back, but he's actually being outplayed by Eric Barrow, who's a guy that I drafted this past season and has been getting most of the reps in that position. Wide receiver, Jamison Williams, probably in his last year for us. We're going to probably trade him in the offseason, try to recoup some picks. Tremaine Springs, superstar X-Factor receiver that we've developed. Steven Gerrard, injured right now, out for a week. A big physical wide receiver who's actually got pretty good speed, too. 93 speed. Marco Baggs, rookie wide receiver, another speedster that we just drafted. We're going to continue to develop him. So when we lose Jamison Williams, who's been excellent, all these guys are going to slide up on the depth chart. Lane Bannister, our rookie tight end, is just a monster. And we have a very good second tight end, too, in Eddie Keenan, that I might actually trade at some point because he's just too good to be a backup tight end. And I've got Daryl Powell, who's probably a better fit for that position. Noah Madsen is our starting left tackle. We also have Greg Jacobson, who is a rookie star left tackle. We have Tyreek McGriff, 22-year-old, 80 overall at left guard. Mateo Reyes, 27, 83 at center. He is injured for 1 week right now, so Dexter Lambert is starting. Jason Doyle, right guard. Right tackle, still Tristan Wirfs in his last year of his contract. We're not signing him. We've got Troy Mumphrey, 23 years old, 77 overall star dev, who's ready to take over at the position. Matt Ridley at left end, superstar X Factor in his second year. We're going to continue to develop him. He's going to be a monster. The guy we got at right end, Ronald Baker, back-to-back defensive player of the year award winner, is just a beast. He's been a beast since day one. Philip Fort, 90 overall, superstar X Factor defensive tackle. He's come a long way since when we drafted him. Rick Baskett was a monster when I drafted him. Still just star dev, but that I think is going to get a boost in the offseason. And same with J.D. Robinson. He is the number 3 defensive tackle on this roster. Probably too good to be in that position. We're going to have to make a decision on one of these guys. I don't have room to play them all. And Daniel Richardson's pretty good, too, as our 4th defensive tackle. He's just never going to see the field. Nolan Burgess, left outside linebacker. Last year of his contract, probably not going to get re-signed. Enrique Foreman, middle linebacker. 80, playing up to an 84 overall, star dev, second-year player. Christopher Gibson, at right outside linebacker, 87 overall. Corner, we've got superstar X Factor Brian Alden, playing up to a 97 overall, 27 years old. Julius Valentine, 87 overall, 25 years old. Clifton Hyde, the rookie that we just saw, Manny Newhouse. Very good depth at corner. Free safety, we've got converted cornerback Cameron Dantzler, who's basically playing like a 1-year filler role. I'm going to look to draft or sign somebody either at corner or free safety in the offseason. If I draft or sign a corner, Clifton Hyde's going to switch over to free safety. He was initially drafted at that position. He just go back. At strong safety, I've got the rookie Cameron Easley. He's going to be there for a while. Tyler Bass, phenomenal kicker. And Jake Camarda as the punter. So, now that you've met the team, let's go ahead and get into this game. The first thing I got to do is go into, I believe it's user settings. Yeah, I just clicking on the wrong thing. I'm getting flustered. User settings, volume controls, turning the volume back up, and I'm going to go ahead and let this play at full volume. Hope you enjoy the game.
of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
Throwing to start the drive. Floyd, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down. Looking to throw. Floyd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now on second down, this is Gore. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll try and pick up the first with Gore. And he's got this down to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Floyd over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. To throw on second down. Floyd, and they're going to move it down to inside the 25. On first down, Floyd. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Skirts by at the 15. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. They'll look to throw here. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up forward.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called the zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, You know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 they had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm up QB2. Let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Back to throw. Floyd drops it underneath to Gore. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. From the gun on third down. Floyd. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Floyd. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll try it up the gut with Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Floyd. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Throwing on 1st down. Floyd. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Looking to throw. Floyd. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Buccaneers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The papers this week, it was all talk about how big of a game this was. Of course it is. It's the playoffs. It's the divisional round. But they handle it well. They score early.
They really did. Plenty of confidence exuded on that drive. No nerve showing. Terrific way to get things started. They are in control.
Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Rams ready to go on offense. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? A little on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoff. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Second and 6. Looking sideline, incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Rams are an extra point away from evening this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He had the interception on the opening drive, but bounced back to throw a touchdown last time out. And he'll look to build on that as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Floyd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Barrow. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. On 2nd down, Barrow. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered, because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
And then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Floyd. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Off the play fake. Floyd. And he's got his big tight end here. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game, because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
On 1st down, it's Gore. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Floyd. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, he obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On first and goal. Gore. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Floyd. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way. But that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. The kick by Bass is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The LA offense ready for this next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit. But how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations. And we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this one to Bucs. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 45-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets it to Bucs again. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats. And all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
On 1st and 10, Floyd. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Floyd throws out left. It's caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. They'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Floyd. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Floyd. And he comes back with one complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Operating from the gun. Floyd. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. On now to a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Rams. And they didn't get a whole lot accomplished through the air in those first 2 quarters of play. They'll need to up their game if they want to rally all the way back. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Rams offense ready to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. That pass taken in by Bucs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Floyd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Floyd. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking to throw. Floyd. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Floyd. And that is incomplete. And now comes the field goal unit on. And boy, this is asking an awful lot here. Maybe that's an understatement. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. Bucs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. From the gun, they'll try to run it. They juked him. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. They'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. For a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Floyd. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun. Floyd. He's going to loft one. Deep left side here. He's got a man. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And he made that look effortless, didn't he? I mean, he's had a great game throwing the football. This is going to add to his yardage total in a big way. It's one thing to be accurate on your short and intermediate throws, but when you're hitting the bombs like those, look out.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Floyd. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class is starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So a great play there by the defense, if these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one.
And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
Certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Up the middle they go with Gore. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. To throw on second down, Floyd. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. To throw on third down, Floyd. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the first down. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. The kick by Bass is good. And that will extend their lead even further. After that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to throw here. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. A Tampa Bay offense set to go again. They're continuing to rock and roll, and at intermission, maybe sometimes you fear after such a good first half of a letdown, but that wasn't the case.
And what I remember most about being in those situations is exactly what you're talking about. You almost have that sense of satisfaction. You're like, we're doing really well. I remember one time someone saying, winning's fun, but so is playing really well. Why would we want to do otherwise? That was the message, to keep the intensity up, to keep things going, and that's exactly what we're seeing here from this team.
Yeah, it's helped them extend their lead. On third down, Barrow, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Floyd. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On the handoff, it's Gore. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The Bucs on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this one is incomplete. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. But that's just a minor blip here in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Now a dump off here complete. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Now back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. throw again. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. And the defense coming through on third down. A loss of 7 to bring up fourth.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. So a tough pill to swallow there. Would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on fourth.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 53 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Gore again here on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Another carry now for Gore. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the fourth quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
They run with Gore out of the shotgun. And he'll work down inside the 45. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now another carry here tonight for Gore. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams' 40-yard line. On 3rd and 2, Floyd. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. And that is no good. But that shouldn't matter a great deal as they still lead by a bundle here. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
Now the Rams offense getting the football back. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
2nd and 13. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
So out come the Bucs now. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to get this one all the way down to the Rams' 23-yard line. 125 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Big run here in the fourth as they continue to wear down this defense.
And that's when the offensive line coach clicks onto the headset and says, head coach, offense coordinator, let my guys fire out and hit people. We're wearing them down. Let's finish them off with the running game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Gore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Brandon, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They'll run on 1st down. Barrow. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Gore. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. The partner, he has carried them in this ballgame throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it down, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Takes it at the 7. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back. And oh, he coughed it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now Gore. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
On first down, Barrow. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They run. It's Gore. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Buccaneers are moving on in these playoffs as we say thanks for watching and so long.